perfectly okay that you feel skeptical about coaching. I certainly was. I remember the first time that I was invited to a coaching opportunity. It was actually from a client of mine when I was a personal trainer at a studio in Vancouver. Him and I would always get into these conversations around life and philosophy and performance and improvement. And then one day he says, "I got this thing I think you're really going to like. You should come check it out. It's an incredible personal development program that's changed my life completely." Now, I immediately had some skepticism because you can hear all these words, right? These bodacious, exciting words that feel like they're inflating something, feel like maybe even they're covering up something. That's how I felt when I heard it. So I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm open, but yeah, I'll go to it. Fast forward to a week later when the actual event was about to start. I think it was starting in about 30 minutes. I was laying on my couch thinking, how can I get out of this? Is it a big deal if I don't show up? So I messaged him and said, I don't think I'm going to make it, but I'll see you tomorrow for our training session. I canceled on him. Why? Probably just because it was nervous and awkward and scared and just wanted to stay comfortable sitting on my couch, just like the many people who choose not to do personal development. I get it. Luckily, he's someone who gave me more of a nudge. He pushed me a little bit. He said, I really think you're going to like this thing. Just come. Come check it out. We're having another event on Tuesday or whatever. Come see for yourself and then make a choice. And I was like, okay, I'll be there. Now this time I had the same feelings of discomfort. I wanted to not go to this thing. And I was sitting on my couch again thinking maybe I'll message him to not go. Well, I gave him my word. So I followed through on my word and I showed up to this thing just in the nick of the time. It was just about to start. Now I sat in this room full of people who were done the program, full of people who were invited by their friends like my client was to see what this thing was all about. And I was in awe about the results that some of these people were having. Things that had to do with healing diseases, healthy breakups, love, confidence, security, all these things that we all want in our life. A power over our life that most of us don't think we have or have convinced ourselves is not possible. So I was like, let's do this. This sounds incredible. Now, the challenge I had was the cost of this program was half the money I had in my bank account. And I had to make rent. And so for me, it was a massive risk doing this. I knew it would have to be maybe not eating out at all for the next month and being very cautious with my finances. Not a fun feeling for anybody. And I told my friend this, and he said, I'll tell you what, if you don't like it, I'll pay you for it. He was going to pay for what it cost for me to do it. Now, at that point, I knew I was going to love it. It's going to be awesome. I'm just scared. I'm just scared to trust. I'm scared to take this leap. And so for those of you who feel the same way about my coaching or anybody else, just know that that's actually totally normal and understandable. I'm not here trying to convince you of anything. I don't even want to push you into this. I do all of this content, all of this sharing you see me on social media or my website, wherever you're watching this, is to open up a door of possibility in the same way that my friend did that for me. Now, that was about 12 years ago. And since then, I can't even describe to you what's changed in my life. I was so nervous and scared all the time. I pretended to have it all together. I was constantly on that treadmill trying to make myself look good and get the next promotion and do the thing that's going to make me seem attractive to others. Constantly feeling unfulfilled, never quite getting there. And so what he shared with me and what I'm sharing with you is a new way to experience life. So it's okay if you feel skeptical. It's going to take a leap. There's no way around it. Choosing to work with me or anybody else is going to take a leap of courage. With this video and with everything I'm doing is to try to make that leap as easy as possible for you. Unfortunately, so many coaches and people in my profession take people's trust for granted. I've seen it with myself. I've seen it with a lot of participants in different programs that spend a bunch of money and feel like they've been taken advantage of. That a coach said one thing and did something else. And it breaks my heart when I hear stories like this because I know that that person made a bold investment took a leap of faith. It was like a huge deal for them to actually make that step. And then someone treated it without the sensitivity that it deserved. And often that leads to people no longer being open to personal development or coaching. So I get it. I understand. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I am here to open up a possibility and to take your trust as a massive privilege and honor. I don't take it lightly for anybody that works with me. I know that when they do that, they're counting on me to make a difference in their life. And that's a huge privilege that I treat with fragility, with sensitivity. Maybe this opened you up to the possibility of working together. Maybe it opened you up to even the possibility of just stepping into personal development in some way in your life. Either of those are a win. But I want to leave you with this. It's okay that you feel discouraged. It's okay that you feel frustrated. It's okay that you feel like this is unfair and maybe you can't trust people right now. You've got a lot of evidence to back that up. At the very least, I invite you to have compassion for yourself as you choose what's next for you.